Good day, Sheldon Needle of CTS Guides speaking to you. Today I'm going to speak about one of those interesting topics, namely cost accounting for a manufacturing company. I have been the controller of a couple of different manufacturing companies, and in that role I had to wrestle with some very complicated cost accounting issues in order to measure the profitability of the work that was being done, as well as meeting what we call GAAP, generally accepted accounting principles, that have to be done properly in order to measure costs and to report profit and loss on the income statement. So what are the costs of a manufacturer? Basically, they break down into two different categories. One is what we call direct costs. Those are typically labor and materials that goes into a job or into a product that's made repetitively over and over again. Fairly simple to measure if you know what materials and what labor is being used to do those items. Secondly, they're what we call indirect costs. These also have to be picked up into inventory, which is known as the allocation process. These involve costs which do not vary, or perhaps vary only slightly, in accordance with the production of the plant, such as supervision, the planners, the people who do purchasing, office staff, the rental in the building, utilities, things of that nature that are involved in the operation of the factory, but do not directly correlate to the actual production itself. Now, in the course of production, one must measure the costs while you're processing the work. So you have a work in process account for those costs, and then they will eventually reach inventory when the work is done, and they will hit the cost of goods sold account when the product is sold. So there are various stages of where these costs are tracked, and they all have to be done, again, in accordance with GAAP, generally accepted accounting principles. There are many different creative ways of doing things. The indirect costs in it being allocated can be done based on the capacity of the plant or the actual amount of production that's being done to make the product or to complete the job. So those are some of the issues that have to be dealt with in managing a factory. And of course, everybody wants to know whether they're making a profit on a particular job or particular item. So the accuracy and the being current with your cost accounting is extremely important running the plant. The accompanying article to this video by Alan Hart talks about many of the details and the ways of properly going about measuring costs so that you are in accordance with proper accounting. So that's my talk today. Thank you for listening, and have a great rest of the day.